Sometimes in life we're going to experience betrayal. Our Lord Jesus Christ was betrayed by Judas, and David was betrayed by his own son, Absalom. And in the conspiracy with Absalom, we see David's followers and servants and associates choosing sides, and some of them side with Absalom. And in the midst of all of this, David comes as Absalom is forming this coup, and he's bringing his men that he's gathered to Jerusalem to take the city. And so David says, we're leaving. We're going to pack up and leave. And David said unto all his servants that were with him at Jerusalem, arise and let us flee. For we shall not escape from Absalom. Make speed to depart, lest he overtake us suddenly, and bring evil upon us, and smite the city with the edge of the sword. And the king's servant said unto the king, behold, thy servants are ready to do whatsoever my lord the king shall appoint. And it goes on and it says that all his servants passed on beside him, and all the Kerethites, and all the Pelethites, and all the Gittites, 600 men which came after him from Gath, passed on before the king. Here's what's so amazing about that. All of these 600 soldiers, they're Philistines. And so during the old Philistine wars and during David's time under Saul, he had so impressed the Philistines, his enemies, that many of them had changed sides when David became king. And they had come and they had pledged their allegiance to David. And I find that fascinating that they swapped. They abandoned their post as Philistines, and they had come and they were now absolutely loyal to David. And so here comes this big group, 600 soldiers, and they're going to go with David. They're going to flee the city. And then said the king to Ittai the Gittite, he's their general, wherefore goest thou also with us? Return to thy place and abide with the king, for thou art a stranger and also in exile. Whereas thou camest but yesterday, should I this day make thee go up and down with us, seeing I go whither I may? Return thou, take back thy brethren, mercy and truth be with thee. So David says, look, Ittai, you just recently have come and joined with me. You've got all of your men here. I have no idea what's going to happen. Go home. I release you. I appreciate what you've done for me, but you guys go home. And I love how Ittai answers this. Verse 21 of 2 Samuel 15, Ittai answered the king and said, as the Lord liveth. Now he uses the personal name of God here, Jehovah, as he says that. What's that mean? Well, not only did Ittai leave the Philistines and come and join himself with Israel, but Ittai abandoned the Philistine gods that he had grown up worshiping, and he has now become a worshiper of the one true and living God, and a loyal servant to God's king, King David. Ittai's life is completely changed, and so have his allegiances. And so Ittai answered and said, as the Lord liveth, and as my lord the king liveth, surely in what place my lord the king shall be, whether in death or life, even there also will thy servant be. This is a loyal man right here. This is a faithful guy, and he has become faithful to Israel's God, and he has become faithful to God's king. You know, that's what happens in our life. When we realize who the one true and living God is, we want to serve him. And when we realize that his king is Jesus, we want to serve King Jesus. And we want to be faithful to him and loyal to him. And once you've turned your back on the world, and once you've turned your back on the idols, and once you've turned your back on the lies, and you've turned to the Jesus who is the truth, well, there's no going back. So I just want to encourage you today. I hope that you're like Ittai. I hope that you've abandoned all of those false things and that you've lined yourself up with the one true king. Not only that, but I hope that you have some friends like Ittai who are loyal and faithful to you. And I hope that you will be a friend like Ittai, that when your friend needs you, that you are faithful to them as well. God bless you. Have a great day.